Hey, time for another chapter of real-time watercolor painting where we are painting this picture plus this still life guy right there. Uh, let's just jump right in. I guess we're gonna warm up on the still life. What we still gotta do is get this to be like, looking like that shiny, what do you call it? What do they call that? Christmas ornament. Okay, let's see what's happening here. So I'm gonna try to get a good kind of like red, um, kind of re-up on that red, I think. Make sure red's here, it's looking good. Okay, let's see what's happening. You gotta get rid of a lot of that white. Uh, hmm. Here we got like an underpainting there, so we got a rich, lustrous red. And this is, red in shadow back there, so just do a wash on there. I think that's already an improvement. Okay, let's see. Try to get down here and go a little more profound in the red. Okay, that looks cool and good. And there is like a white highlight there. We'd like to keep that, even though ours is in the wrong place, right? But cover this guy up. And here, let's just try to get a smoother edge right there. So see, that looks a lot shinier already. Boom, wow, that's good. It's a good highlight there. Now, gonna try to come in here and get the other end. And then, that's good, okay. So, this is a good area there, but we want to soften this line right here. So, just I rinsed a lot of the paint out of the brush, took some of the water out. Now we got like a damp brush. So we're just kind of gonna make that a softer edge, I think. That's good. Wow, nice. Okay. Okay, now I'm just trying to get that diffused into, a even gradation. All right, that looks pretty good. And now we need something darker to go like right there. Let's see if this will work here. Okay, that's darker. Leave a little puddle there. Why not? I don't know why not, but it doesn't sound like a great idea anymore. And let's see about like get this. Good. A little more down here. How about this? Another section of. I don't know if we're really going places here. Let's see. Just soften that whole thing up. And here, let's try to get this more smooth, I guess. Over here, this is actually just like a kind of a deep shadow in red. There's not really any highlights, so let's see if we can just. I don't want it to, give us a flat color. The whole area is gonna look flat, so that's no good. But let's just see if we can. Oh, that's not too bad. I'm gonna just pick up a little bit right here, just to say, hello. We're not completely flat. 6 people here. Welcome to Real Time Watercolor Painting as we attempt to paint this, whatchamacallit, a still life. And we're also working on this paint from photo, which is coming out great, but I have no idea how to proceed. So we're doing this as a warm up here. Gotta like flex the old watercolor muscles to, we want to jump into something serious. So I'm trying to get richness and depth in the this Christmas ornament there. We laid down quite a few tones, and it's looking okay. Uh, Here we could really use some super darks. Let's see if we can find ourselves a super dark. So let's see, to get a super dark, well, we just start with this brown here. Okay, mix the brown with, here's another brown. This is more like a, what do you call it? A burnt umber that leans green. I forget what they call that color. And then this is Payne's Gray leans blue. So we got ourselves a beautiful color happening. And now let's see, this is another Payne's Gray leans blue. So now we got a rich dark color that's not like straight black or something, right? So no one wants to use straight black. And this is kind of a fluorescent green that might help us to get complexity. And let's see, okay, we got a good looking color car, and no one can say we mixed the color straight out of the tube. Hey, thank you for that thumbs up. Okay, so now we got that dark, and what we're trying to do is somehow say this is metallic, so just put some darks here. I guess we could try to, this is not really the good brush to be doing super micro detail, but let's see. I mean, maybe if you use some imagination, maybe you could say, oh, look, that's a Christmas ornament, and that's the whatchamacallit part. And, okay, well, it's like far away from, our hoped for. Where else could we put some dark? How about down here? Because they say to get, a rich dark in watercolor, you just gotta keep layering. Plus, we had if you look back on this, the life of this still life, you will find a big error in the apple, which we've been trying to cover up, and I see it's starting to get covered up, so that's a plus. And if you ever see Caravaggio's paintings, he's got the most beautiful, rich darks in his painting, and we could only hope to achieve something like that. So here I'm just sort of trying to diffuse this so it does not stay the same tone. So I'm mixing in some water just to get a lighter tone, and we're still continuing our march to the bottom, but hopefully more translucent as we go. That way we don't have this giant dark area that looks flat. Try coloring all those white things. Okay, who knows what's gonna happen when that dries. I'm gonna just take a stronger blue. Oh, hi, KRE Benny, thank you for the greeting. How are you doing? And I appreciate that compliment very much. And thanks for 2 people that are here and a single thumbs up. Okay, now I'm gonna take this same color, but I'll mix this blue in. Maybe I'll mix this blue in. It's a really obnoxious blue. I forgot what it's called, but it's very all by itself. It's a very aggressive blue and kind of fruity. Okay, so that, I don't know if I really like that. This right here is like a violet. Let's mix some violet in there because we're trying to go dark but very cool dark. So I'm gonna mix in some of this Payne's gray. Okay, so you know, this we started with warm colors, so we're doing dark colors with this one because this is behind everything, and so, you know, hopefully a cool color is going to say hello. I am farther away than that warm color you see over there. Let's see. And the background was looking pretty horrible, so we really can't go wrong if we could just keep going on the background. And it's always good to be careful that we don't have like a thing that looks like, you know, a piece of yarn that is an outline of the subject. So we're trying very hard to avoid that. And, you know, I guess if we're looking for deep rich, we kind of got it. So there's a handle obviously on that cup, but I decided being so close to the edge, it'd be dumb to paint the handle. So we are just, you know, taking a little poetic license and ignoring that handle, which is kind of dumb in itself, but whatever. We got to keep pushing here, right? And I'm gonna start get this lighter by just adding some water. I don't want to have a mark that says hello or the end of that shade, but I do want to. And then down here, we should kind of transition to warm, but easier just to mix some water in and. You know, I don't think the blue is looking too good here, but whatever. We just gotta keep going pushing here. So obviously we got a lighter area right here, but that's fine because we do want to have some variety, you know, in the background. And this is so close to the edge, I don't know if that's even makes sense to be messing around with that, but it looks terrible right there, that little spot, but okay, cool. And then we had this could be a problem area coming up. I don't know if it is already. Okay, so when this dries, I'm gonna just blot that, and you know, this is a job for a, you know, I hate to be messing around with a highlight pen, but you know, we really mucked that up. It looks like pretty horrible. So I want to just take the pen and see if we can. Let's see if we got operations. Yes. Okay, I just want to see if we can just somehow like not really doing anything. There was a bigger pen. I got this set of 3. I forgot why. I think it was because I saw it with pencil drawing. Oh, there's the bigger one. Let's try the big fat one. Oh, that's more like it. Okay. if we could do, you see this like ring, little, ring thing there. I don't know if we would want to try to put that in. Let's go for it, why not? It doesn't look like anything. I would not say that we are rolling into a riveting beauty here. Maybe we could, fix that up later, who knows. This looks pretty mediocre too. We have a made up stem, there's no stem on the apple, so why don't we just see if we use, might help. Might be, might look a lot better, I guess. All right, what's happening here? Let's just take a break from this guy and jump back into the water scene photo reference. So, not really knowing what to do with the water scene photo reference, I'm going to try to take a variety of greens and put little dots or squiggles in critical areas, and let's see if we can, just like right here, there's a big tree that's very prominent. If we could somehow say, hi, we are a big tree that's very prominent, that would be great, because we could start getting some depth and what do you call it? Some definition in the background. So we're just going to try some dots and hopefully not. And good. Let's see about just kind of a dark little thing there, and it'd probably be good if we could establish like a highlight right here. Let's see if that works out. You got Arches paper, you could really erase long after this stuff is painted. This stuff we painted this like 3 days ago. Here I'm just rubbing that with water, and what we're trying to do is help the paint disintegrate that is sitting there. It seems to be working a little bit. So now take the water out of the brush. Okay, we have achieved a highlight. Looking good. Let's see if we blind. Oh yes, look at that. Definitely got a highlight. And this, I hate this color here. Let's try another highlight right there, because I just hate that color. Okay, wow, now we got things happening in our background here. And since it's going so well, let's just do one more right here. Then we got, this is kind of a central, part of the background. And so if we can get some, sophistication into that area, then that would be the place. I mean, we don't want the most sophisticated thing right over here, right? Anyway, thanks a lot for 3 people here, and a thumbs up. And let's see what else. I mean, this water really needs a lot more definition, I would guess. Why don't we just see first if we had done these streaks in the water. Let's see if that can become more of a thing. Here I'm just painting the water on top there. Let's see. Okay, I don't know if that did anything or not. Anyway, let's see about the mountains in the background. Make them just get a little more definition there. How about that? Got blue gray we are just using as the what do you call it? The background area in this effort. And so try and use some of that, those colors. Okay, looks good. It's like blob, but it should dry kind of light. I don't know if this was really, is that a really, no, it's not really a mountain there. Why don't we go deep green right there, see what happens. I don't know if that really looks so good. I guess it does look a little bit far away. Make it even lighter. Now I'm trying to get a really soft edge to that. Alright, that's kind of looks like something, and I guess having left that puddle there for a while, I thought we could blot it up. And what is happening down here? That is a dark area. See about just getting some more like a green wash here. Looks a little better. Some kind of, this is supposed to be, you know, those trees. That looks pretty good. Oh, wow. All right. And there's little hints of yellow and orange in there, so why don't we... Let's try to hint at the yellow-orange. So here we go. Hint at yellow-orange. A couple of things up here, good, and like a little bit right there. Okay, maybe just a couple over here. And some in the reflection, I don't know. A couple, why not? Could have a mirror image of that. And here's like a faint green. We're just gonna sort of say hi. Remember us, we're the reflection. Okay, and then here got a strong yellow ochre type thing. So why don't we go here and see if we can just build up our yellow ochre look. And then there's a reflection of that, so that's our reflection. That looks kind of good. It's simple, but you know, you see in watercolor, you want to be a little simple. And let's see if we just take a little lump here and a little lump reflection. Wow, that looks great. Maybe. All right. I think things are really moving in the right direction with this this little guy. So thanks everybody who stopped by. I'm going to take a quick break. I hope everyone is almost ready for the holiday. It's coming soon. So today, quick review. We have paint from a photograph and paint from a still life with a lot of license. And it was art, fun, real-time watercolor painting. See you next time, everyone.